Day 3, Sunday. I can't even read that, so not even going to try. All right. Police headquarters.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
Nobody does. But Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this was a suicide.
No, it's very hard to hang yourself up by a hook like that.
And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New?
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
Yeah, the thing that nobody wants to tell me about.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Yes, thank you. Please. Explain.
It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago? Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
Yeah, because it probably got me, and that's why I have a cybernetic eye. But yes, let's keep going down that thread.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings.
Why would you call them original until now?
To distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October.
Those all look like lovely ladies.
4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages.
So they were all killed at different times.
They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women. And
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
In this case, it's their left eye missing, so that's kind of odd. Cyclops.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
Yeah, sounds like a great charming person.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops.
Well, how do you know it's a he? I mean, it's more likely it's a he, but how do you know it's a he?
Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth.
Well, that would be Roman myth, and also not right. Cyclops is supposed to be the son of Poseidon.
Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
Also not true, but that's okay.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Well, that would... yeah. That would probably make it him. Was the Cyclops captured? Well, I
No,
think
in
the
6
answer
years
is
we never
obvious.
got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
How would you know if you haven't caught him and he's not dead? How would you say that it's impossible that it's not him? However, the change in the eyeball makes it unlikely that it's him.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women.
It is true these particular ones seem to have a vendetta against a very specific set of people.
Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju,
We're missing their left eye.
Yeah, so it's somebody's copycatting, but
The
doesn't know
timing
what
of
they're
the eye
copycatting.
removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
You do have another reason, and it's not that he was a cap.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
That's a good question.
Date, please, forget about it.
No, I'm sure it'll come up later.
I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one.
You say that, but somebody definitely knows about that case.
The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iba, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories. All lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Oh, what? It's a national secret. Did you think it would be in the files and it would, or on the internet? I mean, you'd have better luck on the internet, I suppose, but you'd have no way to tell. What happened to Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Kid loses both her mom and her dad in a very short space of time. I think it's like days, right? Lose your mom one day, lose your dad the next. It's gotta be terrifying for her.
I see.
Her mother and her father.
I mean, it's, I guess, not like she's been living with either of them since she's been staying with us, but also she's apparently been spending a lot of time with her father.
I hope she'll be okay.
No, probably not. She's probably been traumatized for life. How about you? Getting any sleep?
Of course not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
That is fair. Boss is sitting on her desk. She looks tired, like me. We're all tired. All right. Mr. Pewter? I don't think I've looked at the AC vent. Cold air is blowing from the AC. Why do you have a tombstone? Okay. Moving on. Pewter. Pewter looks surprisingly serious. Also, again, why are you here anyway?
Am I not allowed to be here?
Well, you are, it's just weird that you've left your lab.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Also, I like your supervillain onesie suit. It's very, very classy. You seem troubled, Pewter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Well, okay. Any thoughts on the culprit?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
You really don't have to keep showing me these awful pictures, over my entire vision, Iba.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I mean, I haven't discounted the fact that we're the killer yet, although if we are, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'm kidding. Only a joke.
But
I'm too
it's
tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
possible whoever did it to us is doing it to them, or alternatively, somebody else who suffered the same thing we did went crazy and is now doing it as revenge on these other people.
Actually, you lost your eyes 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, which is why it's so interesting about the case 6 years ago. Timing kind of lines up.
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
Must have been really traumatic.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Okay. Anything else in here? I can't look at that. The entrance. So, what now? Any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
'Cause then I'm gonna have weird dreams. And they're gonna be strange. And I'm sure they'll be relevant, because that's how these games work.
I'm fine. Let's go, Iba.
Understood.
Okay, sure. Let's go to Sunfish Pocket. I can sleep when I'm dead, right? Again, there's not very much traffic on the roads. It's kind of impressive.
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual.
Okay.
Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat?
Yes, we've got a passenger.
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid!
I'm pretty sure Iba's driving the car, so it doesn't matter. Mizuki climbed up and sat in the passenger seat. Alright. Mizuki. How are you doing? Let's just ask that
I can
first.
still talk this time.
Well, that's always a good sign.
Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
That's a bad thing.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
What are you doing here?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know.
Also, apparently we just don't care about
My
contaminating
daddy
crime
was killed.
scenes.
I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
Good, good. How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked, I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
Yeah, you really do. Apparently he didn't come from somewhere like I do, where if you don't lock your doors, there's a good chance that the inside of your car may not be there, or your car entirely may be gone.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point.
She does.
If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
Do you want to catch the suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day.
Makes sense. I'm not that kind of person either.
I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
You never grow out of those.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
About Renju.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Okay, did he tell you what the secret is? I'm guessing no. But it's also probably why they
Did you
are
know
not
that
together.
Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
Ooh.
Scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money.
Oh, well, that sounds skeevy as all get out.
She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
Oh, well, definitely not a very nice person, which we kind of already suspected.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this.
I'm sure they're very good at hiding their tracks, otherwise they'd have been caught and arrested
They
already.
must have been extraordinarily careful.
Well, you gotta be. You wouldn't be able to keep getting people to invest if your company had a reputation for doing this, so you'd have to hide it very well. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
Oh, gee. Kick a man while he's down.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey! What are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad?
Oh, that pout face.
Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
I was gonna say, you brought it up, kid.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
That was a great conversation. And I had so many more options I wanted to hit. Oh well. Alright, let's poke about the maid cafe then, shall we? Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pocket.
Oh, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Uh-huh. Way to go, officer. No tact, no face, no name.
She's the victim's...
Yes. Please, let us through.
I mean, it was easier than dragging around a pop star for God knows what reason. Ugh, other than blackmail. Well, now maybe we can get a better look at the mechanism. Renju's corpse was hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
So he was 160 pounds? the store's menu.
Dragon's Palace Pasta. 1,800 yen. 1,800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
No, that sounds a bit expensive. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. No, not even the random pepper grinder? Okay, can't look at the hook for whatever reason. The store's signboard. It says Sunfish Pocket. Pictures. There are pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are working here.
What are you staring at, creeper?
I agree.
Excuse you. There's a
Ivan,
camera that's looking
Did
right
you get
at
anything
it.
from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
Oh, that's interesting. So
What
somebody
about
knew they were there.
backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
Well, that's weird. So they definitely cut off network access as well. So they planned it out, and for it to happen in its rapid succession, a table. I can't find any clues on it. It would have to be.
Is that a spear?
They'd have to know about it and have planned both murders in advance.
It more closely resembles a
Before
harpoon
starting.
of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
Yeah, why does this one chair have a trident?
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No. There are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
But it's weird, right? It's like what? Attached to the chair, but none of the other chairs have that. So okay, why is there oil? Soil drum must be some kind of interior decor.
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters.
So they easily could have struck. So why would they use the 3 kegs of beer if they could have used one oil drum?
It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Looks like somebody left a
What?
watch.
There's something inside.
I stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it.
Why would you show the girls while you did that?
This is...
Why'd you open both of them? You knew which barrel it was in.
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
That's a great question. Counter. Lifesaver. The walls are decorated with life preservers. Yeah, he went very, very heavily into the aquatic theme here. I do like these jellyfish lights, though. I would absolutely have those. Oh, I guess there's another trident chair over there. And there's more of them. There are more of them. Okay. Mr. Inspector. What's your name?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Okay. Any leads?
No, we didn't find anything today.
Are you getting enough rest?
No, not these past few days.
I thought so.
Are you the same investigator? Did I
Once
just
this
ask
is
your name
over,
again?
Get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
Yeah, I bet I asked him for that before. Another inspector. I hope he finds some clues. Well, they've done a bang-up job so far. It's a little marker that's put up to track evidence at the scene. Yeah, why does one of them, there's a 1, a B. Why do you have 4 evidence markers and an X? Alright, Mizuki. Notice anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Okay. Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
You can leave if you need to.
I thought I already told sitting around rotting away in the hospital would be worse.
Still,
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
No, I mean, you kind of want to go back and make sure you were
In
really
fairness,
happened.
It is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
That's fair. And I will leave you alone for a moment. I looked inside the wooden box. There's nothing in there. Okay, that's a chair. There's gotta be something, right? Pictures of maids on display. What about you, Mr. Policeman? What's the status?
Nothing special.
Okay. That's helpful. Top of your class. The officer is guarding the doorway. This club is located on the second floor of the building. We used the elevator to get here.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are set automatically to building management.
I'm glad they're
According to the
tracking
record
that.
from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
So if we assume they were bringing in the beer kegs, that's, they actually weigh, let's see, 310 minus, what, 165? Oh, wait, 55 and 55 is 110, yeah, 165. Minus 310 minus 165. So it's probably an adult man based on the weight. It's like roughly what, 135. Three beer kegs on the floor. Each holds 20 liters and weighs 55 pounds when filled with water. Really?
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death, but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself.
So he wasn't killed here. He was strung up here. So was it his body and whoever was in the
This
elevator?
evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else.
So they had to bring his body, which means maybe the beer kegs weren't in there, but if we use the beer kegs are an approximate match for Renji's weight, that still gives us an approximate weight of the killer.
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
A doorway to the kitchen. So we looked at the kitchen window. So there's the elevator. So the elevator only stopped on the second floor once last night, 8:55, and with about 310 pounds inside. That wasn't us, right? Empty wooden box. That's the same box, yeah. Okay, what am I missing? This place is up on the second floor. There's nothing out the window. I'm sure there's a lot out the window, but probably nothing relevant, I guess. Okay, come on. It's trident. Doesn't look like it has anything to do with the case. Chair. Oh, there's boxes over here. An empty wooden box. An empty wooden box. An empty wooden box. I'm glad searching one wooden box searched all of them. A barrel made of wood. Nothing special about it. Okay. Gotta be missing something, right? Barrel made of wood. Nothing special about it. What about the anchor? A big anchor. Yeah, so there's a question. Why use the beer kegs instead of something like the anchor to weigh him down? So there's no footage of the incident. Okay, yes, we're reiterating that. Nothing on the table. A chair. I mean, we've x-rayed and we found his watch. So it doesn't look like there's anything else. His wristwatch was inside the oil drum. So the oil drums also don't really match the decor, so was he brought up in an oil can? Or in the oil drum so it didn't look weird? Notice anything strange again?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
Okay, fine. Just looking at the spot where we found Renju.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Indeed. So I must be missing something. Why is that kitchen window open? You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks suspicious. So I guess you can see it across all of them. It's kind of an elaborately strung up thing. A register near the doorway. Does it have money in it? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for here? Can I look at his watch? There's nothing on the ceiling. This pepper grinder's bothering me, but I still can't look at it. Can't look at anything up here. It's just a chair. That's just a menu. Anything, policeman? Nope. I don't see anything on the floor. has 200-liter capacity and weighs 44 pounds empty. It's the kind that has a lid.
Iba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
Yeah, she's probably got pictures of it. She's been showing them to you. Can we look at them then?
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high.
So, in that case, it wasn't something like chloroform, it was something they injected him with. Weird.
It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
So sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed. Well, yeah, you wouldn't want him screaming. Deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
Yeah, so he was dead before he was brought
So
here.
Renji was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
Renju's approximate time of death was yesterday, at around 8 p.m. So yeah, we know his dead body was in the elevator in order to bring it up.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be.
Well, apropos for the environment, I
A
suppose.
thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
Yeah, so they put him in the barrel and rolled him? Because they couldn't lift him? Renju's corpse was found hanging from the ceiling beam, over the counter. So did something fall out on the counter, maybe? I can't look at the wires. The left eye has been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
Did they accidentally cross the Cyclops killer?
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Like who? The right eye is still there. Renju and Shoko both had their left eye taken before they were killed. Okay, who do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to Iris?
Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Ugh, I don't want her here. Mizuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Yeah. Any places you can think of I don't know about?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me about it.
Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Okay. Do you want to talk to Oda?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something.
Yeah, he would be in here all the time.
I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
Yep, he did that running away after leaving you there with your mom's dead body.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Yeah, let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Let's go to the diner first, because I think there'll be less there. And then hit Lemniscate, because that's her dad's other company. Plus, we already thoroughly scanned the area.
Welcome.
Although, interestingly enough, she has the same color hair as Shoko and
You're Mizuki,
Mizuki.
right? Ota's friend? Yep. And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date. What can I help you with?
The counter. Let's talk to Mayumi. Any recommendations?
Oh, everything here is delicious. But my personal favorite is our omelet rice. Did you want to eat here?
No, I don't have much of an appetite. How's your stomach?
Same. I don't think I can eat right now.
Well, that's a shame. Where is your husband? Is he off-wandered again?
Completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to.
He's dead, isn't he? He's been dead, and you've just completely forgotten. Because you don't want to acknowledge it.
But he'll come back soon. He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
Of course, if he's not dead and disappears all the time, maybe he's the one that's the killer. Just because he's out of the blue.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
You're looking gorgeous today.
Oh, stop, you charmer.
Might as well butter her up before we're gonna ask her questions.
But you're not getting a discount out of me. I knew you were a pedo, Date, but I didn't think you were a cougar hunter, too.
Wow.
I am neither of those things.
Is Ota here?
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
I see.
I took my business card out of my pocket and handed it to Mayumi.
Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota comes back, can you tell him to contact me?
Oh, well, sure. Thanks, ma'am. Okay, got it.
She's going to forget.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
Which is why, yeah, I didn't figure he was here. He's almost certainly at Lemniscate, so that's where we're going. And since she would absolutely forget to tell him, we're just gonna go find him ourselves. This is also a reasonable place to investigate her dad. You know, assuming maybe we can get out of the lobby this time. But I kind of doubt it.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Oh, hi, receptionist.
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now. Hold on, give me just one sec.
Oh, she's on the phone.
Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
No? Okay. So no, she wasn't on the phone. She was talking to me, and she's just looked up since the last time I was in here?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
That's because she's hitting on you. I mean, look how low that cleavage goes.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
No, he's man, right? A reception desk. Yep. Things have been pretty serious around here lately.
Yeah, totally. You never think about, like, my boss getting murdered, you know?
No. Well, sometimes you think about murdering your boss, right?
Like, what are even the chances? That's like the odds of hitting the lotto.
Okay, you're
I was
taking
kind of
this
lucky, in a weird way.
particularly well.
Some of my old friends hit me up asking about it, you know. Feels like we're old alumni or something.
Okay. You're very disconnected from all this.
She certainly found the bright side of this situation.
What's going to happen to the office?
No, haven't heard anything about that yet. The VP might take over, we might get absorbed by another office. Just when I got a job, too. Man, what am I gonna do if this place closes up?
I'm gonna guess you were hired not for, an actual resume qualification, but, you know, other reasons.
So, anyway, tell me, Date, what kind of girls do you like? Because I'm the committed type, you know? Would you consider me a candidate?
Well, I could go out sometime.
Wow, dude.
You
Yep.
disgust me.
Yep.
Oh, my apologies.
Never mind. Did you happen to see Oda here?
Ota? Nah, I haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Oh. That's a thing?
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
I took out my business card and handed it over to the receptionist.
Yeah, I got his number.
Can you not, like, squeal that in front of me, please?
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
Oh, I'm sure it will be, but you can screen my calls, right, Iba? Have you seen Iris?
Iris? You mean Aset?
Yes.
She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Okay, that explains his lack of
Oh,
cell
that's
reception.
why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
Yes, please.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
I hear it all the time, but never spelled. Almost like fresher. The receptionist sitting behind the desk. Okay. Company's logo. Lemniscate. Why does it still think I can talk to her? Whatever.
Oh, this is Dark Zone Kalimas!
Who?
Who? Let me echo. Plant. A potted plant.
Date, look! A cricket!
You were excited about the ants last time. Now it's crickets. Aiba has a strange fascination with insects. And sea insects, too. A door. There's probably an office back there. Yeah, can we go, like, back there finally, now that we're here with Mizuki? A sofa.
Captain, enemy vessel, 3 clicks.
I believe you are thinking of sonar.
Okay, that was a weird joke. It's a monitor, nothing's on it. Lots of magazines in that rack. Featured How to Draw Cute Anime Girls. I think I'll give that a look. Vending machine. Vending machine full of drinks. High table. A high table. Yeah, normally Otis sits over here. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Low table. Low table in front of the sofa. A large window. Okay. Lost magazines. Apparently, this is Dark Zone Kalimas. Or Kalimas? A potted plant. Okay, seriously. I guess I need to talk to Mizuki. There's an abstract painting displayed on the wall.
This painting is called Hawaiian Dishes and Dark Demons.
Which part is supposed to be a dish and which part is supposed to be a demon?
That's a great question. I was wondering that myself. Do you know this receptionist?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, of course we know each other. We're like best friends.
Sure.
We hang out, we party.
we do not party.
Hey!
That face. Who hired this woman?
The most likely scenario is that the final decision was made by the head of the company.
Yep, I was right. It was not for her resume, it was for her other assets.
Renju.
Let's go.
Mizuki, let's go. Staying here would be a waste.
Yeah. Where should we go next?
Obviously to Golden Yokocho. Please don't be a strip club. Oh, that looks like a nice street.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Again,
You
very
know
nice.
about this place?
Yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
It is a strip club.
Huh?
Okay.
Let's head inside.
Are we going to be allowed to bring her in? She seems kind of young. Oh, no, it's a
Where
bar.
is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
Is Mama a man? Because that'd be hilarious.
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
I wonder if that's going to be relevant later. Actually, it might be, because it means they couldn't have used that. The bar counter. Did the music just sigh? It's a menu. It has writing on the back.
Man, I could use a drink.
No, you're driving.
You could drive, Iba.
Can't you just drive?
Yeah.
Indeed I can, but I refuse.
Why?
Nothing good comes of you being drunk.
Come on. There are bottles lined up on the counter. Let's count them. Let's not count them. I don't want to sing the song. There's a poster on the wall. The Talented Mr. Dickley. I wonder what that is. I don't think we want to know. And if this was monetized, it would certainly get demonetized. The specials are written on the chalkboard. Slippers and tomato soup. That's a weird special. I can't look at the fancy lights? Really? A picture on the wall. It's just a little odd. There's music playing over the radio. Wow, they actually write them out in a bunch of different ones. A sofa. There's a table in front of the sofa. Yes. More menus. There's a poster on the wall. I don't get to know what the rest of the posters are. Well, fine. Shelves. There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. There's a TV on the wall.
Date, what was that weird show you used to watch? The one with the girls running in slow motion.
Baywatch?
What was so good about it?
Everything.
It's a TV on the wall. The bar counter. That lifts up. Alright, Mizuki. It's been a long time since we did this.
Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian.
Thank you, AI of parental guidance.
Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition. The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Mizuki, we should at least have one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
And after she said she was already out of that phase.
This is gonna be rough.
Having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
I definitely had that problem. All my friends were at least a year older
You
than
think
me.
so?
For a while.
The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days.
Ugh. Ugh. That brings back horrible flashbacks.
I don't see why that's anyone's business.
It's not. And it seems so important when you're that age.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Mizuki is sitting next to me. Are you tired?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
Well, no, I wouldn't say you're annoying, but you have definitely feel like you've heard that from either parent, probably. Which is why it's even on your mind at all. Which sucks. I gotta say, I don't know that your parents were great people, either of them. About Renju.
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded.
Ugh, that's terrifying.
In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemnisgate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
I mean, why would you ask Date to take care of him? That seems like not a good move, but okay.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
It was probably better than her seeing her dad like that, for sure.
Date, honey.
I was
Long
right.
time no see.
Hey, Mama, how have you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
You are absolutely a man in drag.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, you're... Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead. Ask away. I'll help any way I can.
How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well then, you should visit more often.
Yeah.
I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
Was Renju a regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while. I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up. You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
Oh, God.
I'll pass, thanks.
About Renju.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
Oh, that's bringing back a horrible flashback.
A gang?
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
Ugh, gangs and their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's possible, but I don't think this is going to turn out to be a gangland-related thing. And it would seem, perhaps, maybe it's being set up that way? Mama's polishing a dried bonita fish. Why? It's part of her daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day, when the time is right. Is music playing over the radio? Everything's back. Is this your first time in a place like this?
Yeah, I mean, at some fish pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
Mostly because you weren't allowed in bars as a minor.
Well, I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day, when I was old enough to drink.
Well, that would have been nice.
I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite.
That sounds so convincing.
I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
Wow, that's quite a range.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
That face Mizuki made.
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
About Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right. This is for Renju.
I promise.
Mizuki is curling up a little. Maybe she's intimidated by Mama. Gulp.
Oh, Mama. What are you doing back there?
Excuse you?
A refrigerator that honestly does look kind of like Mama.
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian. On January 20th, 288 AD, he was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
I vaguely remember that story from school.
Something wrong, Date? You're staring awful hard.
Nothing. Just caught my eye.
Why now, of all times? That's been hanging there for a while.
Really?
Yeah, it was a gift from Ren a while back.
Well, that's interesting. Can we take a peek at it then?
I've always had it there.
A painting of Saint Sebastian. Apparently it was a gift from Renju. There's a menu on the chalkboard. Fried slipper with herbs. Flyer. There's a flyer on the wall. Poster. One flew over the cock's nest. Sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. It sounds like a porno. Poster. Okay, is there... sofa... table... I don't think there's anything else to interact with. TV on the wall, nothing's on it. There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. What else do you remember about Renju?
Well, there was the watch incident.
What about his watch?
I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever.
And it ended up in a barrel off his wrist.
He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad.
Perhaps we should take a look at the
That's
watch.
why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pull out the watch that I had in my pocket. It was the one I found in the oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it? Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
Why is that so surprising, Mizuki? I'm going to the bathroom. Okay. I'm going to the bathroom. Apparently.
The bathroom?
Yeah. This place is small. The bathrooms are outside.
Take care.
I gave her a nod and a wave and left. Just left a kid in a bar. Wow. Responsible parent you are not.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
That's fair. Let's not bring the kid into the gangster's place. Because as things stand, she might be next on the list since she's the only one in her family still alive.